you're sure I'll be fine? Gosh, thanks for the vote of confidence, Inigo.
Forget I said anything. Sorry, Julian.
Time to die. Are you alright? Here we go again.
And just who in oblivion might you be? Another traveler on a life-changing pilgrimage of worship? Because so help me, with the mood I'm in right now, it will be life-changing. Good. I prefer to avoid spilling any more blood than is absolutely necessary. Including mine. Taliesin. And before you ask, yes, it's an alias. To ensure my safety. And yours, if you know what's good for you. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I am sure you're a fine, upstanding citizen of the realm, but one can never be too cautious when there are traitors and murderers about. What a clumsy way of putting it. It was clearly self-defense. A contingent of Thalmor, led by none other than yours truly, set out on an inquisition to weed out Talos worship in Falkreath. When first we laid eyes on these backwoods savages, I thought it was only decent to question their purpose for being here. Agent Sanyon had a speech prepared and everything. He was only halfway through it when one of them struck him from behind and wrecked the whole thing. Oh, gods, no! I have a 3 strikes policy. One spell usually does the trick to paralyze the victim. Convert. Agent Sanyon fell, and I resumed, in rather eloquent diction, the speech he failed to finish. One of those bastards mocked my dagger. It's been in the family for generations. So I put it to good use and carved out his heart and showed it to the lot of them before eventually killing them all. Like I said, clearly self-defense. And you have a strange definition of decent attire. What, with a drab outfit like that, you must have pieced it together by looting the bodies you've slain. No decency at all. And you have the gall to call me a monster. Bah! Gods. Yes, it's just a flesh wound. I live. These heretics put up a good fight, I'll give them that. The priest cut me pretty deep. Once the shock wears off, I'll be able to heal myself. Listen here, you little worm. I survived the Great War. I can survive a simple knife wound. I hope. Waiting to loot my corpse, you skeever? Help me. For God's sake, why? Assistant, aren't you? You do realize you'll be aiding a member of the Thalmor, right? No doubt the people of Skyrim would prefer to see us all dead. That is the most naive thing I have heard since Sindarian ventured off into Blackreach and said, "Oh, shopkeep, 24 of your finest nernroot, please." Spoiler alert, he was killed. Gruesomely. The moment I'm healed, what makes you so certain you won't suffer the same fate? Oh, now that's the spirit. I had a feeling you were a feisty one. Very well. I will cooperate. For now. Not getting cold feet, are you? I don't blame you.
My friend, Skyrim is a big and often confusing place. We are bound to lose each other from time to time. Never fear, that map you have is special. Yes, there is more to it than you may realize. My brother once found one just like it on the remains of some poor old adventurer in Citadel. It does not only mark locations, it can also show the position of items and people too. Watch this. Where are you, Inigo? There! See? I have placed myself on your map. Pretty fantastic, eh? No problem. I am always happy to help. Let us go.
How can I assist?
What did the boss get when he came home late?
Bye for
Hey
now.
there, Lucian. My name is Inigo. Very pleased to meet you.
Pleased
Yes?
to meet you too, Inigo. I think we're going to be a great team.
Yes?
Yes, I am sure we will.
You don't sound very convinced.
Yes?
Well, you seem a little,
A little what?
How
Well
can I help?
educated? Well dressed? Wealthy?
weak.
How can I help?
I am sure you will be fine.
Fine? You're sure I'll be
How can I
fine?
help?
Gosh, thanks for the vote of confidence, Inigo.
Forget I said anything. Sorry, Julian.
It's Lucian.
Lucian, yes.
What?
What did I say?
Julian.
My apologies.
Apology accepted. Right then, Indigo. Let's get back to it, shall
How
we?
can I help?
Inigo, not indigo.
Exactly.
Yes?
Point taken. I do not know about your skill with a blade, but your intellect is clearly sharper than
Yes?
most. Glad to have you with us,
Lucian!
Lucian, yes, Lucian. I am sorry.
How can I help?
You're doing it on purpose now.
Yes? I've noticed that many people react badly when I tell them about my dietary habits, and yet they have no issues eating animals. I don't get it. What's the difference?
Congratulations, Legs. You did it. You too, Feet. You performed well.
I'm freezing my ears off. Could we find someplace warm?
What are you doing that for? Yes?
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Right then, let's be off. Do you have any dreams? Bold, I like it. It's greedy, of course, but not enough. Sure, replace the Emperor. Fuck it, kill him yourself to speed up the process. But why stop there? There's so much more than Tamriel to rule. No, it doesn't. You think your little Emperor holds any real power? I thought you were smarter than that. Still, I respect it. Get your throne any way you can, and then become the power. That's right, I sure would. Don't forget it. Shall we?
I don't owe you money, do I?
What? I will try my best to
Do you think
answer.
it'll storm all night?
Oh, you mean the morning wars? Yes, what about it? If a clan member is killed during a battle between two tribes, the family members of the deceased may take a member of the enemy tribe hostage. The hostage is then tortured for a time, and if they survive, they are accepted into the family with open arms, replacing the one who was killed.
Wait, let me guess. Get to it.
Don't I always?
Why?
I don't
They
think
become a
you
beloved
should
family
take
member.
care of it now.
They receive all the possessions and titles the deceased one had,
Well,
and the
there's something to
family
be said for
regains the beloved one.
What were you giving
Well-
Sarah Flesh for?
I suppose you have a point. I don't know, it's just something we've always done. I can't imagine any different way to replace a family member. Yes, I suppose you're right. Thank you. You've given me much to think about.
I bet 1,000 gold I can outdrink all these fuckers here. Oh fuck. You need something. Another time, perhaps.
I was wondering, can you whistle?
What shall we do with the drunken Bosmer? What shall we do with the drunken Bosmer? What shall we do
Well,
with the
it could
drunken
be a good
Bosmer
way for us to
early
quickly
in the
communicate.
morning?
Look, I found this book. It made interesting reading. Maybe you should give it a look over. Anyway, what did you want to talk about? I'm thinking maybe we should get a seat. Let us go.
Lucian Flavius, reporting for duty.
I wonder when they last cleaned their mugs here.
suppose the guards wanted to see us all wet. Something needs to be back home. I think it's elven enough here. What's our next contract? No, there isn't. Well, not in the city I'm flying. When I was little, back at the castle, I would spend almost all my time with the court wizard, Virgil. His room was magnificent. It was this grand arcanium with all these forbidden books and herbs. He spent all of his time studying the moons through these huge glass telescopes. And I spent all of mine learning from him. When I went to university, a few years in, things started getting hard for me, and I guess I took comfort in writing to him. His letters reminded me of home. You know, back when I was just a child, when I didn't understand the world, and I didn't have to worry about anything. He always kept me safe. I suppose. He sort of raised me. I was always sneaking away from the servants, and my father died when I was 3. And then my mother shut herself away from me, burying herself in all of her responsibilities. In a way, he's been the only real friend I've ever had. Apart from you, you're different. I've never had anyone that cared for me in the way you do. When people look at me, they see my title, my honor, my responsibilities, my power. They see a threat or an opportunity, but not me, never myself. Thank you. That means a lot to me. You really are different. Well, could go for some mead right now. I've always preferred the villains. What was the point of that? jump.
Citizen, I'm warning. Your presence is interfering with Imperial business.
What is it? Of course I miss them. I think about them every day. I can't just visit them now. I haven't been home to the castle in over 10 years. It's not my place to return so soon. I'm told I'm not ready. When I go home, it will be to take over my mother's role as the queen. I don't truly understand it myself. A part of me knows something isn't right at the castle. It's not safe anymore. Virgil was always so vague in his letters. Perhaps he thought he was keeping me safe by keeping me out of it. Of course, the royal guards that check up on me never answer my questions about home. Then one day, Virgil's letter told me things at the castle are unwell, and that I should be putting all my focus on my magical studies. Like I even need to. And that was the last letter he ever sent me. I don't really know if he is. The letter was just slightly different from his handwriting. I suspect the worst, of course, but I still write to him because it makes me feel safe. He could always craft a potion to fix anything. If he's still alive, I know his silence means something. You want me to read to you? Okay, I've got just the book. Certainly not, kind sir. I'm here but to clean your chambers. Is that all you've come for, little one? My chambers? I have no idea what it is you imply, master. I am but a poor Argonian maid. So you are, my dumpling, and a good one at that. Such strong legs and shapely tail.
How can I assist? Certainly. But of course. I'll get all up in their face and stab them. I'll try anyway. What's next?
Right.
You want to talk? Sure. I've never ran from combat. It will no doubt be the death of me. It has been said I have the voice of a lark that is on fire and is being eaten by a mud crab. There is nothing for me in my homeland now. This is where my heart says I should be.
What?
A shop with lots of gold. We have much to sell.
Have you ever seen a hover? They are like ticks, except enormous. They hunt people by leaping on them and burying their jaws in their chest. Go ahead. Thistlefoot. He's an antelope. They're quite common in Greenshade. Horses are good mounts, but the terrain in Valenwood can be treacherous for uncertain hoofs. Thistlefoot moves through thick forest easily. He's a little more skittish than your average horse, but I trust him with my life. Go ahead. Ifrei the storyteller, the god of song, the forest and the now. She taught the birds to sing and gave the rivers their tinkling ethereal tune. There is a story about Ifrei that my mother told me when I was very young.
God, so I wish
When
I
we're
was
somewhere
sure.
safe, perhaps I could tell it to you. During my time here, I've had to come to terms with the fact that just about everything in Skyrim is made of wood. In the beginning it made me quite anxious, but I'm getting used to it now, I think.
Fuck Nocturnal. Let's keep the Skellige for ourselves. There's so much shit we can steal with it. I don't know why you're asking me. I've literally only got planning cuts in my satchel right now.
What? Spinners, priests of Ifrei, are said to be able to change the past and predict the future. I wonder if my mother could do that.
I don't see many fairies around these parts. It's miserable here.
White Run, it's a wonderful town. Dum 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 dum, doo 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 dum dum.
Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
That's your imagination running wild. Nobody knows how we feel.
Maybe we could go
Don't
find
talk
the
about
tavern.
my father like that, John. And the answer's still no. But tomorrow, definitely.
Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? Ah, so it's gold you're after then.
It's too early for
You
this
need
shit.
only ask about it. Plenty of folk in Whiterun with too much fat and gold to be bothered doing anything for themselves. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. May your sword be sharp. Well met, Traveler. Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. Keep a song in your heart and a blade in your boot.
racist. This one needs something?
By Eastmere, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north, by the Lauria's farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. I'd like to see him laugh his way out of that.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthka. But you were gone longer than usual. I got to thinking maybe you weren't coming back.
You sound like my ma. Figured I was lying dead in the field somewhere. Is that it?
Thought did cross my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot in Helgen. That now jesters? Skyrim's gone mad, girl. You need to be careful out there.
Thanks, Skullbar. I'll remember that.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skullbar.
Hello, little one. Don't ever worry about someone pickpocketing my bag. I haven't shot on it to bite the hands off any who try.